And now we will get to another topic, scalability. Kateřina Vašková from Microsoft will share with us her view on this. After superstructure, scalability is the second important thing which is ahead of us. So please send us a recording. Thank you for the floor. I would like to speak about specific cases, how Microsoft works on modernization of ERP systems. I will go on ERP system called Dynamics 364. These are systems that help to manage resources, whether commercial department resources or purchase department or financial department or HR department, so that the company can use in a unified way all the data that gets from those departments and its processes. Why should we modernize ERP systems? It's necessary because of changes we can see on the market, change of behavior of customers and companies, also efforts to save our costs and uncertainty at the market. I mean, necessity to connect different influences and different points. In what way would we like to modernize ERPs? In what way we can improve the results of companies? Primarily, we think that cloud solutions are the best option because there is full agility for scalability and also, of course, guaranteed security, so that using of resources to be deployed is securized, so that the system can be quickly implemented, deployed in a given company. The system should be accessed from anywhere, at any time, and results of development of big vendors or big companies could be very quickly transferred to be used in practice by workers. We do believe that scalability is here our capability to react quickly to changes, which is a big topic of Microsoft. What are expectations laid on ERP? They are different based on company and based on its departments. Financial department has different expectations as compared to manufacturing department. There must be real data available, so that decision-making on manufacturing processes and sales processes can be quickly taken. Retail department, of course, needs data on customers to be able to better address customers and increase the revenue, profit of the company. Supply chain department needs different data and must have insight into demand and insight into planning of manufacture, distribution. And therefore, there are different departments, there are different expectations. I mentioned several of them. Planning then needs different sources, or IT needs to react quickly to changing needs of the company and needs to be able to quickly react to the situation at the market. All this under the precondition of data security. Modern ERP provides key findings necessary for analytics, planning, and reporting. Finance needs to get current data in real time. This data is provided to the management for purposes of reporting and analysis. There must be continuous compliance because conditions at the market may change and regulators survey. And also the data must move in safe environments. Modern ERP systems bring changes in two aspects, not only in two, but mainly in two. In the past, we were used to use services of data and analytics. We were used to work with different tables and with different resources. While today we are more sufficient and better able to work with real-time data. We are able to create our own customized reports in the ERP tool, whether in Excel tables or in other systems. We are able to use Power BI platform that interconnects different data resources and creates visually attractive and well-cleared surveys for the management or other departments. In reaction to adaptation and changes, we can also use Power Platform by Microsoft. It's a local platform of development and defined governance. Security is also guaranteed. It is a platform for creating websites or portals, including creating chatbots. Thanks to connectors, it can extend the current systems already existing in companies. Such a company then can react very quickly to demands of customers by creating an application or simplifying the process of data processing, and can thus contribute to the overall time to market gets shortened. A part of this platform is a tool to create applications or automation, including AI Builder. It uses generative AI. Companies can create their own AI models without necessity to create code. All this is linked to Dataverse, including guarantee of all security features. A modern ERP system is a continuous improvement of processes, searching for possibilities of the improvement, whether it's manufacturing management, HR management, or supply chain management. That gives companies time savings. Microsoft has a tool how to measure these phenomena. It's based on data that is already existing in core business systems and works with it. The best, the most effective processes in companies are permanently measured and analyzed, permanently improved. This process should be repeated over and over in order to reach automation and these advantages that a clear, purified process gives us. Power Automate Process Mining is a tool that helps us to find inefficiencies in processes and places where money can be saved, because it shows how the overall process works. More often the measurements is done, better understanding on the side of the company of inefficiencies and potential hidden savings are. It works with event logs, which are outputs of the current core systems. If you look at it as this, I mean a certain circle of measuring of the process, we first define the process in order to know exactly what parts must be included. Process Automate is able to measure this with help of event logs we already have in the system. Then analytics on it is done, and process mapping that enables us to identify problematic places, I mean bottlenecks, enabling us to improve them, and then we end up with control and improvement and monitoring of the process so that we can, if necessary, redefine the whole process so that it becomes more efficient. This can be a result of this process mapping stage. We are able to find bottlenecks, I mean, what are the reasons of either increased costs or delays in deliveries or unaccepted invoice or a replacing person for the one that normally approves an order, purchase order. Now I'm speaking, for instance, about a real case from finance department. So This mapping of the whole process is something that helps us to find out where are our weak points, and we can also compare different processes within a company in order to define what is the best optimal approach. In here, with the help of Copilot, which is an assistant of AI, we are able to work with the process mining through a natural language, so that we can lead a dialogue with the system while analyzing where's the problem. Copilot, in this particular case, enables us to propose a specific solution for a given bottleneck, for a given issue, for a given problem through a creation of a given application, for instance. When we look for places where our processes could be improved, we speak about so-called hyper-automation. And of course, we also find places for potential automation. This is a process that is run and controlled by business. The aim is to identify and automate most of parts of the process. If we imagine that companies use basic implementation for supply chain, for customer relation, for business, for sales, for accountancy, and other things, in between the main applications, there are so-called white spots that can be either isolated systems or isolated tables or isolated applications that are not in a clear reference to the core systems, and these offer potential to interconnect the data so that we can, in a targeted way, automate and create higher value.
Why should we accelerate hyper-automation? There are key systems used by businesses. They are robust. They need IT support. And any customization of those robust systems are actually time-demanding, time-intensive. And those supporting systems, they are very important. We are speaking about long tail of these applications. What we want is to use these applications to materialize their value for the users, and we can use this platform for it. And we also expect that there will be demand to use these applications by the businesses, and a number of experts who can prepare such an application will be going down. And that is why we want to roll out this capability to create applications within the employee ranks. To sum it up, what is the advantage of hyper-automation? It is cost effectiveness of processes, efficiency of work, there will be not so many human errors anymore, and then also data security and best practice in deployment. And once we need those items, we can use them and we can implement them. And then we want to have happy customers so that any feedback expected by the client should be fast and also to the point. Last year and this year has been marked by the launch of Copilot. It is a tool helping us to enhance many processes within CRM or also in ERP, sales, supply chain, finance, or operations. I will I'll give you a few examples how to use Copilot in a more efficient way so that you don't have so much work if working with ERP systems. Just one case, how to use Copilot in Dynamics 365 in supply chain management. You get a surprising message that a key part of the supply will be in delay. So what can you do? You can actually look for the consequences of such delay, or you can use Copilot, and Copilot will actually go through the whole order and will summarize the impact on the other parts of the order and can suggest a solution, and that will actually also give us more time for solution. And this is how you use it in Dynamics. Our marketing colleagues actually work with client insiders, and they need to see the client data. They need to know what the clients want, how they respond to various proposals, and what we need for further steps. And Copilot, what Copilot can do is we can actually chat with Copilot and ask about data, and we can put the data together, which we get from the marketing system. And it can also create segments or microsegments for our needs, not based on an analysis, which can be complex, but just based on one click when using Copilot. Time efficiency is extremely high because using Copilot, you will be able to adapt the pathway for the client, but you will also be able to get the preparation for a campaign. You will get the text for the campaign from Copilot. You can get the roadmap for the campaign, and you will always get it based on a dialogue with the Copilot. You can be actually also accompanied by Copilot throughout the campaign. You can also get the videos and change the videos, and also the analysis of the results will be not based on a very long-winded cooperation with agencies, but only based on Copilot. And now I want to speak about finance in Dynamics, and I will show you a demo.
From juggling myriad close activities to drawn-out decision cycles and manual, labor-intensive processes, what if you could take back that time using simple prompts to analyze and act on critical financial data instantly? Introducing Microsoft Copilot for Finance, an AI assistant built for finance professionals to help accelerate their impact and reduce costs. Reimagine the way work gets done and get back to delivering the insights that drive business growth. Connect, explore, and update existing financial data from within the Microsoft 365 apps you know and love. Tackle critical processes like period closes and data reconciliation in a supercharged way, all while maintaining an accurate and secure record that others can depend on. Never again miss insights kept siloed. Let Copilot transform the way finance works.
Copilot in finance, as you've seen, can help and save time, especially if you do financial data reconciliation. You don't need to compare charts from Excel tables, you can actually use Copilot and get the insight into what you see. It can actually pinpoint the imperfections, discrepancies, and prepare a report that is presentable further down the road. Another example, how to use Copilot whenever you need to find a problematic client. You need to get information from Outlook or from EPR systems. Then we have a finance Copilot, and based on various documents, you will get information about receivables from ERP systems. You can get it prepared in an email format, and Copilot can also find contextual information related to a given customer or a given receivable, and that saves us time. Looking at companies that work in a project operation way, and we have the project operations management, profitability, visibility, and what we need is that they need to see the status of their projects. They need to see how sources or resources have been used, whether the budget limit has not been exhausted. And using this data will contribute to faster decision making. If using Power BI, we can actually prepare reports for those who use this management. And then for teams, we can actually share the data about the project within teams. What you see here is how Copilot Dynamics 365 project operation does, and that is helping. And this is a case when a project manager does not need to set up a new structure of milestones. Copilot can actually prepare the milestone structure with the steps of the project, and it also helps in finding possible risks or problems or bottlenecks, or when the limit of the budget might be reached, so that the planned resources are used efficiently. Or it can also find out about any time elapse. Well, I will try to finish off on a positive note. AI will help us use our time in a more efficient way, and then we can focus on more strategic and complex tasks. And this is what our respondents have said, that they do believe that this transformation, digital transformation, will help them in automation of their everyday tasks, so that they have more time for their decision making. This transformation is needed, and they will be able to use their time for other tasks. And they do believe that they will not be doing those repeated tasks which are so boring, and that they will have more fun at work. So I do believe with them that AI is a positive, transformative tool and will help us work with information in a broader context in a better way. Thank you for this inspiring presentation. I think we looked at the scalability of these things, and we have realized how difficult it can be for the providers, but how it enhances the activity on the side of the customers. Vašek Špaňa has said that it will replace the financial director's work, but it can help scaling the processes. Of course,